In these last 6 years, is there anything that went one way that you thought would go another way?
I didn't know what open adoption would look like for us. Again, you see so many different types of adoption. I grew up with, my mom's also a birth mom, and so I had a sister that had been placed up for adoption. And so I had an idea, but I would have never anticipated for us to have as open of a relationship. And but it evolved naturally that way. It wasn't expected. I thought I would get maybe one visit.
We were thinking it was going to be more a visit every 6 months, once a year, something like that. And of course, we loved you, but we didn't know that it was going to be more than that and be a lifelong friendship. Because truly, I mean, I told her recently, I said, when our daughter turned 16, I'm really glad she gave us 2 moms because she's going to give us a run for our money. So, it's, I think the openness has been a surprise, but it's been a beautiful surprise. Not everybody can be open. And that's a hard thing. Right. Again, it's about the distance and it's about the child. Right. And sometimes the distance has to be there in order for the child's well-being.
Right. Because again, it goes back to if there's anything someone needs to know about adoption to have a healthy relationship, whether or not that's closed or open, is if love and respect are most important and the child is at the forefront of your mind and your priorities, things will fall into place. And that might look like no visits. What's best for the child and what's best for the birth parent or adoptive parent, or what respecting and loving the other party looks like, is no visits. And that might just be that reality for hopefully a short time or whatever it is in that circumstance.
So what went into the decisions to have an open relationship, or did it just evolve as y'all went?
I think I definitely evolved. Yeah. However, Emma's mother was also a birth mother. And so when we were in the early process, Emma was pregnant, her mother and the adoptive mother of her, so complicated.
Yeah, should we draw a diagram, a little family tree?
So her mother and her adoptive family, the parents, came to our home and sat down with us and said, okay, this is how we have done this over the past 20 years. Yeah. Let me show you what we have learned. Right. And at this point, you had selected us, but until that baby is in your arms and papers are signed, Emma could have changed her mind at any moment. And so the fact that her mother was willing to come and have this very raw, very open conversation with us was incredible, and was an incredible legacy to pass down to Emma.
Because that was criteria, I hate saying that, but it was something that we were
non-negotiable.
Yeah. That honestly, that we were looking for in adoptive parents, is they needed to be open to an open adoption. That was critical to me, because I really, and there's books out there on it that I feel very passionate about, but I really do believe it is in the best interest of the child to consider again, it can be it can be, what people are comfortable with, but I really feel that is in the best interest of the child.